Today, we will tell you about how Princess Madeleine spent a very special evening at one of the most beautiful places in Stockholm, the Millesgården Museum, and why her husband, Chris O'Neill, did not accompany her to this event. The Swedish royal family always sparks genuine public interest, and the youngest daughter of King Carl Gustaf is no exception. Her elegance, nobility, and dedication to charity win the hearts of many. Let us dive into the atmosphere of this refined evening and discover what happened there. On Thursday evening, Princess Madeleine attended a special event called An Evening for Millesgården at the museum of the same name, located on the island of Lidingö in Stockholm. This gathering was not just a glamorous social occasion, it had an important charitable mission to raise funds for the preservation and development of the museum's sculpture park for future generations, as well as to create a space for children and young people who wish to become familiar with art. Since the year 2023, the princess has been the official patron of this museum and sculpture park. Millesgården is a peaceful place that I truly love to visit whenever I am in Sweden. Among Carl Mills's sculptures and the murmuring fountains, I find inspiration and joy, Madeleine said when she received this honorary title. What made this evening particularly remarkable was that it became a kind of premiere for the princess. It was the very first time she officially visited the museum in her role as patron. As always, Princess Madeleine made a striking entrance. She appeared in an elegant black and white outfit consisting of a round neck top with shoulder pads and a long, flowing skirt. The ensemble gave the impression of a single classic dress. To protect herself from the chilly autumn evening, the princess completed her look with a short, tailored jacket with a high collar. Her hair was styled in luxurious Hollywood curls, and her face shone with a warm smile. However, many noticed the absence of her husband, Chris O'Neill, who usually accompanies her at such events. We are used to seeing them together at formal receptions, but this time Madeleine was alone. And there is an explanation for this. Unlike Madeleine, Chris is not a patron of Millesgården, but the main reason for his absence lies in the fact that he deliberately chose not to accept the title of prince when he married her. This means that he has no official duties to the crown, and when it comes to Madeleine's work as a princess, she most often handles it independently. It is important to note, though, that from the very beginning of their relationship, Chris made it clear that he would always support his wife, even if from behind the scenes. We can be sure that he supported Madeleine before this important evening and was waiting for her at their residence, Hofstallet, eager to hear all the details of the event. The guests were seated at round tables, with 7 people at each. Princess Madeleine sat at table number 4 in the company of her friends Katarina von Horn and Sophie Farman Engelbert. In total, there were about 50 specially invited guests at the event, an exclusive blend of high society representatives, financial magnates, and cultural figures. Interestingly, this evening was also a fine example of how Princess Madeleine balances her many roles. In addition to being a member of the royal family, she has recently become an entrepreneur, co-founding her own skincare brand. Since announcing her business venture, the king's daughter has been careful to separate these two roles and balance her calendar. Princess Madeleine's return to Sweden in the spring of 2023 raised the question, does this mean her royal return? After all, during all the years abroad, her public appearances could be counted on the fingers of one hand. And now we have the answer. Yes!
The move has made it much easier for her to take part in important royal events, such as the Nobel Prize ceremony or the National Day celebrations, occasions for which it was difficult to justify an intercontinental flight in the past. In addition, she can now work more actively with the organizations and patronages she supports, which makes her much more visible. Her relocation to Stockholm also has a practical meaning. Now, Princess Madeleine can play a more active role in the organizations she supports, including Millesgården and the Childhood Foundation, founded by her mother, Queen Sylvia. Therefore, the evening at Millesgården was not just a charity event, but also a symbol of Princess Madeleine's return to an active role in Swedish public life. She demonstrated that she can successfully combine her duties as a member of the royal family with her new entrepreneurial endeavors, while maintaining the necessary boundaries. And although Chris O'Neill did not accompany her this time, this only underlines their mutual understanding and division of roles. He remains her strongest support in life, while allowing her to carry out her royal duties independently, standing behind the scenes. This, perhaps, is what the modern approach to the role of a royal family member looks like, a combination of tradition and new opportunities, while staying true to one's values and responsibilities to the crown and the people.